Hello and welcome. Welcome to Fable Anniversary. Xbox One. This is a slightly changed version of the first Fable, I believe. And I started playing it last year, as some of you may remember. So yeah, I'm playing it on the Xbox One, just returned to it after completing The Witcher 2, because last year I realized that I couldn't keep as many games on the go. So I had to focus on completing a game before I start another one. Which was a tough decision, because I always wanted to play Fable. I never had an Xbox before, so didn't come across it. And it was nice to see the game on Games with Gold last year. So I had to grab it and play it. It jumped a queue, so yeah, it was pretty much the very next game that I would play. But playing it at the same time as other games, it was not an option. And finally we're back. It's only taken nearly a year to get back to it. Or 8 months, 9 maybe, at this point. Had to get used to things again. Thankfully on console it's a lot easier to get back into things than it is on PC, because you're limited on the amount of keys that you've got. If you don't know something, you just press all the buttons and you get there. It's a little bit more complicated on a keyboard, so that's pretty good. I'm actually quite excited to complete the game as well, which is good. As I said, I've always wanted to play this franchise, so more than happy to be back. So yeah, just checking the settings, having a look at the controls, preparing myself to for a long run. I think the game normally is about 20 to 25 hours, you know, on average to complete. I'm not sure how many hours I've done already, but I have wasted a lot of time, so there's that as well. However, it should be faster than, well, at least I hope it takes me less time than it took me to play The Witcher 2, or to finish The Witcher 2. I guess they weren't very impressed with my animations there, so fine, we'll leave them alone. That was a good walk through the house, just to kind of see where things are, and just get a feel for the game again. And let's go back in, but this time to actually continue the game at long last.
Help yourself to the facilities, chicken
Yeah, I'd like to have a pint, please. Maybe he's not old enough at this stage to have a pint, is he? I don't know. I mean, nobody needs to know.
The boy mastered the skills quickly, but there was always more to learn. For years the guild was his home, his school and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside. The life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero.
Become a hero.
Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there.
The
Good
death?
luck.
Oh, the death, okay. This is what I like about my my pause timing, let's call it that. because this mission is actually perfect, as it reviews was perfect for returning to the game and refamiliarizing yourself with the controls, as it teaches you, as it, you know, you have to go through what you've learned up to this point. So I could not have picked a better place to have stopped playing if I tried.
I suppose you're wondering how you passed the final test then.
Not really.
It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can.
Yeah, it's like getting used to, like, okay, yeah, how do I move with this?
A good strike. Go on, fight me!
Defending or blocking rather. Oh, that's quite funny. It is, isn't it?
Go on, fight me! Very good. Now,
If you say so.
shoot me with your bow. Don't get too close.
That one I was definitely struggling a little bit. Oh, nice. Very nice. And getting that thing doing the electricity again, because I just found it amusing. You guys probably aren't finding it amusing to watch, are you? Yeah, probably not. So yeah, I decided to go around just giving it a few swings. Again, just getting used to the controls again after the long stop. That's kind of cool when you're fighting that
Use your
kind
bow,
of lock
not a
on.
melee weapon.
Yeah, now I need to hit you with the bow, but I still don't feel comfortable with the sword, so... Give me time, old man. So I got my bow out, and then I was trying to remember how to zoom in, I think. You're like, okay, yeah, that works, but that's not really what I want to do. And now that I was happy that he was there, he disappeared. That annoyed me for a split second. Here we go. Yay, I found the button! I can zoom! I found it! Genius! And then I don't know what the hell I did there. Accidentally changed weapon, I think it was. Yeah, I've got you. No, it disappeared again. Saves me right for being useless. Here we go again. I was doing very well. This is great content here. This is how not to play Fable. You can learn things from this, I think. So it kind of hops around when you walk forward and you're aiming. It's quite funny. Yay.
Good. You're quick. Good. You're quick.
Nope, that's not gonna do it. Need to aim.
Good. You're quick.
Need to hold it to power up, basically.
Put some anger into it.
which I wasn't triggering at the time. There we go, hold it.
Excellent. And finally, cast lightning at me.
I already did, so I should pass this by default. Because I electrocuted your ass already twice. Although it kinda came back at me, actually.
That's enough. Yes. Quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this. But you have passed your final test. And you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
There he goes, disappearing again. That was definitely not impressive. I think we can all agree on that. Old man has clearly had too much to drink. Or perhaps his judgment is not what it once was. And we shall go back to the town, I believe. I'm not too sure with these loadings and when you go past checkpoints. With regards to the saving, the first time I played it last year, I had some issues.
Well, this is the day, lad.
I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now.
Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild. Let the apprentices approach. For many years now you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do
It's only been a
great
year.
deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands,
Not years.
or strike fear into their hearts.
Really.
These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes.
Of course, she needs to, you know. What did I expect? She's the crazy one.
It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much
like this
part
music
of
so
the
much.
guild.
On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform.
And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero.
Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
Step into the light. Huh. That reminds me actually of something that I need to do. I think there was a save there. Yeah, I should have used the other save. But hey. Okay, so there I was a little bit confused with that for a bit. Once you do the upgrades, how the bars go down and up, or the XP that you have for it, or whatever it's called. Those silly coins, I suppose. I am still a little bit confused on that. But yeah, I think I went for probably health. Can't remember now. I normally go for health, but I remember being there and thinking, should I like try something different? Because health is one of the things that I always go for first in any game. Yeah, I did go for health. Of course. And no. Enough points for physique. I don't know what you call it. Coins, points, XP. I suppose the tab is called experience, so going with XP probably makes more sense. And toughness, I think, is literally the only option. And that's the XP gone. And that says ready for an adventure. One that I hope we get to share. On YouTube at least. And if I can keep the videos below an hour or below 4 gigs, I can share them on Odyssey as well, because it mirrors the content.
There is little else for me to teach you, but I will always be around to offer you guidance.
And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times.
You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while.
Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
And we got an achievement, which is always nice. And I think that is pretty much it. Thank you everyone for for showing up. I'm sure we'll all agree this was a very exciting video. Excuse me. And yeah, that's my reintroduction back into Fable Anniversary done. And looking forward to completing the game. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy the story. Hopefully I'll get to enjoy the gameplay as well. And hopefully you get to enjoy the watch. So, see you on the next one, I think.
Check the guild for more quests.
Hopefully you don't have to wait too long. And we'll go on this journey together. So, we shall return for the Wasp mission on the next video. Many thanks, take care, stay safe.